Hey guys, before the video starts, I just wanted to let y'all know that I am giving away a battle pass and a VIP game pass in my Discord server. If you want to get in on that, make sure you join my server. Link is in the description. It ends in about 20 hours at the time that I'm recording this, so, make sure you get in on that. And if you do miss out, don't worry, I'll be doing more giveaways in the future. And with all that being said, let's get started with the video. What's up guys, Perry here, and we are back with another Anime Vanguards video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best method to getting the best stats possible on your units in this game. So before I start, I will say you will need a few things, right? Number one, you're going to need fodder mythics. And what do I mean by fodder mythics? I mean like random mythics that you don't plan on putting in your team. Maybe you have duplicates, maybe you just have mythics you don't want to use. You're going to need some of those for this method. You're also going to need some stat chips. The main one that you need is the normal stat chip. Super stat chips don't really matter for this method, but you will need a lot of the normal ones, or at least a good amount of them. And the last thing that you're going to need is some food, because you are going to want to feed up your fodder units so you can level them up. Well, not level them up, so you can get kills more easily. There we go. Yeah, so now let's get into the actual steps of what you're supposed to do. So number one, get yourself a trash mythic. For my case, I'll be using this Naruto that I have. Where is he? Let me search him up real quick. I'm using this Naruto. This is a fodder mythic that I don't plan on using in my team because I already have an evolved version of him. This guy who has Blitz, I'm going to keep him. I'm not going to do anything with this guy. But this guy has pretty decent stats, S, Z, and Z. What I'm going to do after that is evolve him. Because when I evolve him, he's going to get a guaranteed increase in all of his stats by one tier. So that S damage is going to turn into Z damage, and the Z, SPA, and range are going to turn into Z+, which is really, really good. Now, before we do that, you might be asking me, hey Perry, how did you even get those stats to begin with? Because, you know, those don't come with the unit. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you in the video. First of all, you want to make sure that your fodder mythic, the one that you plan on sacrificing for better stats, is decent level. I'd say at least 40 to 50 plus, because if they're doing like 258 damage, they're not going to be getting a ton of kills when you're actually in the game, and that's going to slow down your progress and make the method slower. So what do we do? Well, first, let's just unequip one of our units that we're not going to use right now. We'll take off our Sungjin Woo if I could find him. Okay, I can't find him, whatever. We're going to take off Gojo. Just remove Gojo, and we'll put our Naruto in here. Dude, I might be blind. I actually can't find Naruto unless I search him again. We'll put our Naruto in here, see how he's decent level. And you can do one of two things. If you're going to farm it and you want to min-max it and do it as fast as possible, go into Paragon mode. Probably the easiest one, just so you can secure the most kills. Go into Paragon mode and pick thrice as many times as you can. That will guarantee that you get a bunch of enemy spawns and you will get to 100 worthiness as quickly as possible. Or you can do the second method, which is my preferred one, which will get you 100 worthiness in about an hour or so. What I like to do is go into any infinite mode map. Like, I'll do the Jujutsu map for the purposes of this video. Go into any infinite map. Maybe do an easier one if you want to get more kills without dying first. I'm just doing this one because I like farming curse fingers as I'm farming for my worthiness. Once you get in here, do not move at all. Stand completely still. Don't move a muscle. But what you're going to do, move your mouse, hover over the yes. Spam click yes so you can start the game. I'm lagging a little bit, so okay, let me just I'll be back. Okay, we're back and we are good to go. So as I was saying, don't move a muscle, stand completely still, hover over the yes button, circle it, spam click it. Make sure that whatever unit you want to get the worthiness on, place them first. Place them near the entrance so they get as many kills as possible. For our case, it's going to be the Naruto, so we're just going to place him down. We're going to place his max placement cap, which is 4. And after we do that, we'll place the rest of our units. If you want to get further in the infinite mode, then you're welcome to do that. But make sure you place the unit that you want to farm worthiness on first. For my case, it's the Naruto. After that, feel free to spam your units wherever you want. You can put down the rest of them if you want to get further in the infinite mode and get more curse fingers in this specific scenario. But that's the gist of it. Make sure you spam all of your units. Make sure you have all your units down. Then, once you die, or you could die on purpose, but whenever you die, circle the replay button, click it, and that's it. That's the entire method. You're gonna sit here, you're gonna not move, you're gonna circle the replay, place your units, click yes. I'll do it in chronological order. Click yes, spam units, die, spam replay, and the cycle continues over and over and over again. Now, is this a method that you could maybe figure out some way of doing it automatically? I don't know. You know, your guess is as good as mine. I'm just a dude with a microphone on YouTube. I don't know anything about that. But what I will say is that this method will get you to 100 worthiness in about an hour or so if you do it non-stop. Now, I know it might be a little bit annoying to have to grind it non-stop, but I'm sure you could find a way around that. Anyways, let's move on to the next step. Okay, so once you have 100 worthiness on your desired unit, you are going to roll on them. Now, I already have pretty good stats on this guy, so I'm not going to roll on him. But for the video, I'll roll on this guy who has pretty mid stats. Let's see if we can get lucky. And we got a Z stat on him. Nice. These kind of suck though. But we'll take the wins where you can get them. Anyways, once you get your good unit that you're like happy with the stats, you're going to go evolve it. Ideally, before you evolve your unit to increase its stats, try to get at least all S tier stats. If you evolve a unit with A tier stats and then you evolve it to get S tier stats and you transfer that onto your main DPS unit, like I'll tell you here right now, you're wasting your time. That is like such a waste of materials and time because S tier stats aren't even hard to get anyway. It's the Z plus that are really annoying to get normally, which is why this method comes in handy. So yeah, make sure your unit that you're going to sacrifice has S plus stats minimum, because that's really the only way that this method is going to be worthwhile. So I have all the desired materials. I'm going to evolve this guy. And now let's see what his stats are. Z, Z plus, and Z plus. That is beautiful. Love to see that. So now what am I going to do now that I have my unit that I just evolved with really good stats? Well, we're going to go over to stat transfer and we're going to click on the sacrifice button. That's right. Say goodbye to this guy. He's going to die for a good cause. We're going to put this guy on our Sung Jin Woo. Not this one. Hold on. This guy. This is my main Sung Jin Woo. This is the one that I plan on using for the tournament. So for this video, I'm just going to transfer my stats over. Transferring stats is guaranteed, but it resets the unit being transferred from. What does that mean? I'll give you guys your fair warning right now. Whatever unit that you're going to transfer the stats onto, he will lose his trait. I'm warning you. So before you get your super good meta DPS mythical, don't roll a trait on them before you get good stats. That's just a little rule of thumb, little extra tip for this video. Don't roll traits on a unit that you intend to use like long term until they have good stats, because if you do good trait before good stats, you're gonna be like really annoyed when you have to do this and you lose your trait, or you just don't do this ever and keep rolling traits one by one, which is going to take a lot longer and it's going to be a lot more annoying. But anyways, we're going to transfer it. We'll just like select what stat we want to transfer. In our case, we're going to transfer all of them since all of these are an upgrade. It's going to cost us 30k gold. Are you sure you want to transfer stats? This will reset everything from the unit being transferred to, including the traits. That is a price I'm willing to pay. And just like that, we have successfully transferred our stats. And now look at our Sung Jin Woo. He is beautiful. I don't know why he kept his solar though. That is a bug. He's supposed to have lost his solar trait. That's a little weird. But anyways, as you can see, now we have Z, Z plus, and Z plus on this guy. Damn near perfect stats. The only thing that could have been better is if this was Z plus, or if these were all godly. But let's be honest, unless you're grinding this game 48 hours a day, no one's getting a full godly loadout on a unit. That's just like so luck based. Let me see, can I ascend this guy? I can. So let's ascend him. Now we have our perfectly mid-maxed Sung Jin Woo, triple ascension, all Z plus stats, and we did that thanks to the method in this video. So I hope that this method shed a little bit of light as to what I personally do to get good traits on my units. I thought I would put this video out now, just because with the release of tournaments, especially the traitless bracket, stats are king. The stats on your units for traitless determine whether you get a good reward from the leaderboard or not. Because when you don't have traits, you're like screwed. The only thing you can rely on is your units and their traits, not their traits, their stats, right? If your units have bad stats but they're good units, you're just not gonna ever do as much damage as a dude with good stats, and you're screwing yourself over. So yeah, we all want to get good stats. I shared my personal method and the one that I think is the best as to how to go about getting them. If you guys know anything that I don't, or if you disagree with any part of the video, let me know in the comments. But that's it. That's how I do it. That's how I think you should do it. And that is going to wrap up this video. So with all that being said, thank you for watching till the end. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll catch you in the next one.